This is the Bronze Star the Army gave my brother for his bravery. It was awarded to him posthumously for actions above and beyond the call of duty. Posthumously, in case you didn't know, means after his death. Nelson Mandela once said, "The brave man is not he who does not fear, but he who conquers that fear." And that's exactly what Mercy's older brother did by joining the military and dying amidst war. Although I've never been in war, I can only empathize with Mercy's grief and how conflicted she must feel. Let's see how she handles that conflict. Sister of Mercy by Clyde Hendrickson. Some people seem to think that I should get angry that the Army awarded my brother a medal for bravery. Like, it doesn't make up for his death. Not even close, but I think he should get a medal. Being brave is hard, and not many of us are up to the task. What my brother did, maybe it was heroic, maybe it was stupid, but it certainly was brave. And it inspired me. I mean, bravery is what got me here, telling you the story. I was thinking about a story my parents loved to tell about him when he was 3. He was having his first piece of fried chicken ever.
Tastes like mommy's shoes.
Honey, do you eat mommy's shoes? Honey! Yeah, there were the shoes, chewed on like my brother was a Labrador puppy or something. My brother still won't eat fried chicken, and my mom still keeps her shoes on the top shelf of her closet. That was basically the only good story I ever heard about him. I wonder if we'll talk more about him now that he's gone, or will we never speak of him again? So far, I can't tell. When my brother died, we knew he was one with the Lord. On the way to the funeral, we sang a song my brother loved, an oldie, who wrote the book of love. My dad was singing the loudest, so it took a lot to get him to start crying. Shh! Your son died because you love fags. America is paying for its sins. Yeah, Lord's gonna burn these fags in hell. You Melvilles! Dad, let go of me! Look at the little demon get mad. Back to hell, demon, and your faggot-loving brother. My brother's army friends picked me up and carried me away. The rage that got in me when I saw those protesters didn't leave. Night by night it haunted me, and the idea that maybe they were right, maybe my brother was in hell, it tortured me. And the memory of my dad crying, and I could only think of revenge and death. I got to the Belleville compound in the early evening. I knew they were leaving for a protest. I had with me my gun and a can of gasoline, and I figured I'd just burn it all to the ground. The gun was for my protection. I was on the second floor when I heard something. A cough. One of them is still there. The adrenaline rush was indescribable. I knew I would kill whoever I found, man, woman, or child. He was a teenage boy, actually. About my age. I wish I could say I found him praying, but he was just sitting there, looking out of the window, blowing his nose like a real person. And in case you're wondering, he did look at me before I shot him in his goddamn head. Sitting there next to that dead body, I thought of my brother.
You know, at school today, we found out a kid was a gay-loving faggot because he touched another kid's butt on purpose.
I don't like those folks any more than you do, Mercy. But I don't hate them. Don't call them names. Don't ever do that. That's just hate. I'm not sure if I ever said the word faggot out loud ever again until now. And sitting there in that house next to that dead body, I thought of my brother. After I realized I would find no peace, I called the police myself. I had no trouble telling them my story briefly. It was my parents I couldn't talk to. I couldn't get a word out. I just cried, and I don't think they were smiling. I don't think they were singing songs on the way to the prison. And I don't think they knew what God had in mind. They're not gonna give me a medal. So this one is for me and my brother. We're both as heroic. We're both as stupid. We're both just as brave. I'm not much of a fighter, but those girls in prison better watch out if they dare to try and touch this medal. Although I guess as a teenage killer, I have a pretty tough reputation. I told the police one lie, though. Do you know who I am? You were at my brother's funeral the other day, Melville. Good Lord. So, have you come to take me to the Lord? I think I have. You can do nothing to my faith, demon. Whatever you do to my body. I'm not a demon. Only a sinner. Hate the sin, love the sinner. Think about the order. You must hate first, then love. You can't love. You wouldn't know how. Oh, I'm sorry if I can love gays and faggots and whores and queers and heathens the way you can. I can only love God. God is in all those people. Satan is in them. He's in you too. I know. And that I thank you. You're about to take him out for good. If your brother had repented, maybe the sand devil that shot him would have taken out the Satan in him too. Did you know my brother's name? I did not. My brother's name was Alex. He died fighting because he was brave. Maybe that's why you're dying too. My brother, when he used to walk me to the playground and push me up high, far up on the swings, I laughed and cried with joy. Alex was my brother. And he got a